Shalom, family. This is Judah J. Have you ever noticed that when you go through one trial in your life, it seems like there's another trial that comes soon after, immediately? Now, many of these battles are small and not very difficult to deal with at first, but then it always seems to culminate with a challenge you might have expected, but still pushed you to your limits. Then it seems like life changes a little. You may grow in strength physically or spiritually, or maybe, even maybe, you've changed your environment to aid you in the process, right? But nevertheless, your previous trials have made you more equipped to handle the new obstacles. Now, in this time period, you've learned different strategies and techniques to managing your emotions, as well as you built a strong support system in which you can rely on to help you succeed. So, you're moving in a steady forward motion, but then things start to change again. The opposition or the ops in your life get wiser and stronger. You no longer have to jump to conclusions when trying to determine their true intent, because now it's evident that these people are throwing fire at you from every direction. And the only thing that will quench that fire is the armor you picked up from the one that owns the armor store. All this hard work you put in the battle has now made you self-sufficient. And you stop fearing what new thing is going to come around that corner, right? But then it happens. Then it happens. Along with the constant changes in life, you've become accustomed to things like people's moods, mood swings, and emotional roller coaster switch ups, dealing with liars, manipulators, and of course narcissists that encompass all these traits. All while you're fighting through these things, the music changes and everything becomes dark. You're now sort of dealing with challenges your training did not teach you to successfully war with. Or maybe it did, but you just pushed the wrong button and traveled in the wrong direction, right? So in addition, it seems like all the chatter in the town is now about you. And if you have no representation, then what the mob says is going to stand. And you'll be chased around the proverbial barrio out of gas, or a power up with some aid. You'll have to power up with some aid that's going to give you an advantage against the enemy, right? And yes, they are your enemies, and they prove it by being relentless in their onslaught against you. Now, at this point, everything is moving too fast. So much so that it even seems as if time sped up, with the music playing at 1 million BPMs per minute. Now, of course, for those that don't know what BPMs are, that's a metronome. It gauges how fast music plays, either slow or fast. Then when it reaches its zenith, the song usually ends, right? So, and it takes you back to the beginning. So now the Dakota is a musical term which means to repeat or go back to the previous section in the composition. Then you move forward to the end. Does that sound familiar? So there's many checkpoints in life and many hidden opportunities to get it right, but some never find them. Now it can get tediously annoying dealing with the same things all the time. But as soon as you get comfortable, you notice that even the easy things get hard, and it takes longer to get from point A to B. And if by chance are able to get there, you'll notice that the time speeds up, and you have to run even faster to get to Z. Now you've noticed that these trials never seem to end. Even with hard work, time, effort, focus, or even with that extra certain resource you've attained in life to help you. And it's just my opinion, but maybe that extra help may have eluded you because you're always walking alone, and you never looked up, but you're always constantly just looking straight ahead. So of course we're talking about our friend Mario. And why would spiritual warfare look any different? Art is life. Art is life, right? First, we, wake up, walking through these obstacles. We go to work, we collect money, we get food, we get stronger. But then the opposition increases. Their wisdom increases, making it essential for you to increase with faith, wisdom, discipline, and of course, focus in order to dodge Satan's retaliatory barrages of arrows. And so the trial, the enemy comes at you with the biggest trials, right? For like in Super Mario Brothers, he comes at you with Koopa or one of his lesser minions, but no less, the Father Yah, is when he's about to elevate us. That's when Satan uses his biggest enemies against us, his biggest weapons. Then, as we overcome the spiritual bondage by binding and casting out evil spirits, by true repentance, by carrying our crosses daily in righteousness of Yahushua Mashiach, then life starts to feel a little less chaotic, maybe even a little easier. It may get easier, but nevertheless, the tools you use to face the challenges of life must always be sharpened, honed, refined, because since the world is more evil and more corrupt than it's ever been, then the environment will now work against you. Don't fret. Don't fret at all. Don't trip. Because just like in the Mario Brothers stage A4, the enemy will burn in the fire. And there may not be a princess at the culmination of this odyssey, right? But I do you better. I'll do you better. You are going to receive the kingdom of the Most High God, our Father Yah, and our Savior Yahushua Mashiach, if you stand the trial. So, blessings to you guys. If you would like to subscribe to the channel, please subscribe. Push the thumbs up button. Like, share, subscribe. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can go to Cash App. You can go to the $ Judah J Talks 144. That's $ JUDAHJ 144. Right? Blessings to you. My next video shall be sometime today. But until next time, like Shador.